If your win is their win, then their win is your win. And if y'all are winning together, then you're winning.
Green flag. Green flag. Big green flag. I love it. Arushi got bars.
One second, let me just take this. Hey, I'll call you right back. I'm in therapy.
Rule Worldwide. Hey, yo, what up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Shah Rule. Just wanted to say thank you for listening to my new album, Call You Right Back. I'm in therapy. Today, I am collaborating with Diversify with Trijog and the voice of mental health, Arushi Sethi. And today we are talking about my album and talking about how I integrated mental health within my music. So Arushi, thank you for having this conversation with me, because I think as musicians, we express ourselves only to a certain level when, with our lyrics, but at the same time we need the kind of subcontext and the breakdowns. And especially for me, someone who does English rap within India, I always find it a challenge getting my my messaging out, because maybe I overcomplicate things. This is something with my YouTube family which I'm trying to grow. Subscribe please. And I just want to talk more about what I did with my album. Yeah.
Beautiful. So Shah, coming exactly to that.
Yeah.
Decoding the person behind the persona. Who is Shah Rule in real life?
So Shah Rule in real life is Rahul Shahani. I like long walks to the bank. I like romance. I like going for nice meals with my friends. Obviously, everyone in the last 3 to 4 years have seen a lot of transformation in their life because of things like the lockdown, and a lot of introspection was done just alone with your thoughts. So I think the person, Rahul Shahani, has finally gotten to a point where he's comfortable enough to face certain demons in his life and face certain, obstacles, and also use his music to channel it and get through it.
So tell me, was it something personal to do with your own mental health that led to the integration and thought of therapy and your entire album being about it and around it? What was that one incident, or what are the incidents that inspired this integration of mental health with your music?
Yeah, as a human, to be as vulnerable as possible, and also as a person who does put their life into their work, I can't really be like, damn, I wish I had better memories to talk about in my raps and stuff. I went through a lot of personal trials and tribulations in the last 4 years in my personal life and work, which kind of got me to a point where I was holding a lot of things in, and I was not able to move on to the next level of my career or just personal life without expressing myself and getting those, those things that I was holding inside so much. I wasn't speaking to a lot of friends. I was just internalizing everything and just focusing, channeling all this energy into my work. So in December of 2022, decided to try therapy, and because I was kind of nearing the end of a relationship, I would use music as a form of therapy for myself, but I just knew at this point in my life, speaking to a professional, taking that leap of faith and saying, maybe I need to talk through this. And I'm a very practical person, so like the first therapy session I had was obviously me explaining everything, kind of breaking down, but also at the end of every session with this counselor I had, I'd be like, okay, give me some homework. I want like an objective until I see you next time. What do I do next?
This, brings us to understanding something very important. At a lot of times, we confuse or interchange therapy with anything that we do that gives us pleasure. Just like Shah said, I would make music and think that was therapy for me. So Shah, if you had to put it in one line, how did therapy impact you, and what are the changes that you noticed in yourself, in perspective, after going to therapy?
I found myself with a lot of big decisions. I was procrastinating because I was just scared. I was just scared of the outcome. And I think that weekly checkup and slowly talking about it, okay, I did this small step. I reached out to a few more people. I did this, in order to move towards this goal. Those little steps kind of built into like, a one large leap of faith, which ended up, changing a lot of things for me. So maybe like half an hour before going to therapy, I would feel like, oh, I'm not ready to speak about my, but then I just knew the feeling of walking out of therapy was one of feeling lighter, and at the same time feeling a little bit more like that I've understood myself a little bit better.
Now we're going to understand what was the feeling behind the 9 tracks in Shah Rule's album, Call You Right Back, I'm in Therapy. Two sides, what was the feeling?
Being a Gemini, always fighting between two sides, and the one line that sticks out is whatever I say comes out wrong, but I'm always trying to do right.
Bad for me.
Bad for me is also me expressing the Gemini two sides of going forward and backward.
Okay.
This relationship is bad for me, but Amilke Batade what's up. Like I still wanna say what's up, you know, and I'm kind of in this limbo.
Number 3, lonely.
Lonely is the realization of, okay, I've been in that limbo, but now I'm really understanding that I'm feeling lonely in this relationship. Lonely also has a lot of understanding and reflection about the good parts and the bad parts of the relationship.
That's
Yeah.
true, you know, that beautiful difference between being alone and lonely is one that we all need to understand a little deeper.
For sure.
Confident.
Confident. On the surface level, it's a love song, but it's a love song towards alcohol, because I definitely have used alcohol as a liquid courage. I'm not promoting alcohol in that way, even though I do promote alcohol brands if they pay me enough. But
Saari Raatein.
yeah, so Saari Raatein is about the journey. It's about learning from lessons and letting it fuel, you know, your next chapter. It's about understanding that, you know, all these painful lessons can lead you and guide you in the right way.
Interlude.
This interlude is like a conversation between me and a therapist,
Okay.
where I'm now out of the relationship
Okay.
and I'm trying to move on. The main line is I'm trying to love her and her, but I think I gotta love myself first. So it's like me trying to go out and fix my love problems with more love problems, but I think I need to love myself first. So that's kind of, it's a good segue into the last part of the album, which I feel is more on the healing aspect.
Self-love for the win, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 3 words.
This song is one of my favorite songs that I've written, because it's obviously, I think in a lot of Indian families specifically, in our culture, I didn't realize how much, because I grew up all over the world,
Overseas,
but
yeah.
from my own experiences, I know that there's certain family members or certain friendships or relationships where it's harder than others to, you know, say those words and easily express yourself, you know.
Absolutely.
So I think a lot of people are relating to it in a way that it is touching a soft spot at home where there's a similar relationship in their life where it's tough to say those words.
And that brings us to my favorite part, The Cure.
Yes. So I think perfectly right after 3 words being there, like of this desire to hear 3 words from everyone, you know. The Cure being the next song is about giving and receiving love. The whole song has, I'm a nerd when it comes to writing lyrics, so I love putting themes to things. So The Cure, I wrote this in the lockdown. Everything was medical at the time, so I made a whole song with just medical references and a lot of sexual innuendos. So, so yeah, it's just one of those songs about. It's just like a feel-good song about giving and receiving love and making someone feel comfortable.
Okay, now coming to the 3 other words which are a major part of your life.
Yeah.
Lights, camera, action.
Yes. So why I kept this as the last song was, I think it was one of the last songs I worked on in the album as well, where on that song, everything is super positive. It's just, you know, about bad energy is a no-no, keeping my stress on the low, only one smiles in my photos. And I've always written in my journal, done affirmations. I try to do a gratitude, half page of gratitude, half page of affirmations. Every day I try my best. I didn't do today, but I will do after this. But therapy was the final level for me to express myself. Without therapy, I wouldn't have been able to make this album, because some of it was made during the relationship, and maybe those songs would have never come out without me being able to express myself after therapy. Just in general, I know India is still struggling to fully embrace the world of therapy, or just the fact that mental health is, you know, needs to be focused on. If I can be the little voice that kind of helps push it through my music, because at the end of the day, like the way I brand my music is commercial conscious. So
Beautiful.
I like to give people something to dance to and to sing to, but I also want you to think as well.
Yes.
And I think we can all use a little therapy and at least have someone to speak to and work on having, building support systems around us.
We're going to have a little bit of a rapid fire where I want you to be completely honest.
Yes.
It's going to be called red flag, green flag. Are we ready?
Yes. Shout out to the Red Flag Familia. You know what I'm saying? You can buy the merch. I'll put down the link will be right here. You know what I'm saying?
Red flag or green flag? You've gone out on a date and the person is on their phone constantly.
Big red flag.
Red. Over controlling behavior.
Red flag. But I mean, controlling behavior is already bad, but I think in a nice way of, I think, yeah, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Encourage your friends and family to do the right thing.
Family doesn't approve.
Red flag. Red flag. I love my family though, no say. Love you, mama.
All right.
Yeah.
Makes you feel wonderful about yourself just the way you are.
Big green flag.
Green flag.
Big green flag. Yeah.
Makes you feel a sense of lack.
Lack. If you mix red and green, what color does it make? No, I'm joking.
Brown?
No, no. I would say definitely a red flag, but at the same time, if it's in the right way, if it's in a way of motivating someone and kind of, you need tough love sometimes. You need
Right.
tough love to grow.
Right.
So I think if it's delivered in a green flag way,
Then it's
but
a green flag.
yeah, it's a green flag.
Have you second guessing their feelings about you?
I think that can be looked at as a green flag because you don't have to speed things up all the time. You can take things slow and move things at a pace that's comfortable for you. Yeah.
Beautiful. Your wins are their wins.
You know what? I think that's a tricky one because from personal experience, I know this is a rapid fire round, but this is my YouTube channel, so I can do what I want. I'm saying your wins are their wins. It depends. Like if you celebrate with them is one thing, but trying to take credit and all that other stuff is not right. Is definitely a red flag.
It's a very open-ended
Yeah.
question. I love my friend Shah Rule sitting here.
Yeah.
But if your win is their win, then their win is your win. And if y'all are winning together, then you're winning.
Green flag. Green flag. Big green flag. I love it. Arushi got bars. Yeah.
All right. They rely on you as their sole purpose for emotional strength, current traumas, past traumas. And I will repeat this word, as their sole support.
Soul support. I think then red flag. I think
Absolutely.
I think personally, I relied on one person for all my, one person was my outlet, which wasn't right. I needed to build more support systems. So I think it's a red flag because I think you should have many support systems and different people can give you different, advice as well and different perspectives. Yeah.
You feel valued, loved, and safe with them.
Big green flag. Big Gucci green flag. You know what I'm saying? Waving it. Yeah.
They leave you on red or seen.
Oof. It's a blue tick and a green flag. I'm a red flag. Red flag. Sorry, red
Blue
flag.
tick.
Big blue ticks. Those two blue ticks.
And it's a red flag.
Big red flag. Big red flag.
Like, why you
Yeah,
gotta
just
do
reply,
that?
bro.
Just
Reply, bro.
Yeah, just reply, bro. Or just say you don't want to reply.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, I've dealt with this too much, but yeah, I think, and sorry if I've not replied to you. If you're watching, it was, but no, in general, I think leaving someone on red, just have the decency and to reply or say, oh, I'll get back to you next
Yeah.
year or something.
Next year or something.
Yeah.
At least you're being honest.
Yeah.
There are two different personalities in front of different groups.
Big red flag. You should go find yourself a nice acting role in a movie.
All right, this brings us to our very last question. They don't believe in seeking mental health care professionally.
I want to say red flag, but I think a lot of people maybe not be able to afford it, and a lot of people maybe just have like a preconception about it, which is like one of being scared or one of just feeling like, no, I don't need it. And I think I was the same. Just trying it once and taking that leap of faith can bring a lot of clarity. I don't want my album to ever sound preachy, like I'm preaching therapy to anyone. All the songs were just what I spoke about at therapy.
On that note, Trijog and Shah Rule are collaborating to sponsor the lives of 5 individuals and get them started on their therapeutic journey.
Submit your entries now on the Google Doc form in the description for your chance to get sponsored by Trijog to begin your therapy journey. And on top of that, click the link to avail a 20% discount for therapy.